Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live, Josh the Hammer Jones welcomes linebacker James Crawford. It was another tough road trip for the Pack. We'll look back on the Seattle game with Josh, and you don't want to miss tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge, you turkey. Plus, we're giving away more tickets to the Gridiron Glory exhibit. Now it's time to get started, so let's open the doors.
Hit it, hit it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Clubhouse Sports Pub Grill here inside the Paper Valley Hotel in downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin. Man, it's holiday week. I'm pumped for it. How about you guys? You ready? You ready for a big, fun week? A lot of turkey, a lot of family time, a lot of big bellies, right? And we're going to cap it all off with a big Packers victory on Sunday night. Am I right? Yes, all right. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. First things first, I want to mention tonight's door openers all the way from Titletown, from Green Bay. We've got Brooke, we've got Parker, and we've got Aiden. Give them a big round of applause, please. Because the show doesn't happen without our door openers. And I wish the show would continue on without this next guy. Yes, and your mic is off as always, which we appreciate, but it is time. I have to do it. It is none other than Chicago Bears fan, our fellow co-host, Ricardo Arguello. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Boy, those are tired boos for that, what I hear, Brett. I think.
Thanks,
okay,
Mean
thank
Gene.
you, Gene. There we go. That's
always,
more like it.
Always kind of Mean Gene. I'll give you a reluctant congratulations because if there's one thing that Packers fans and Bears fans can all agree on, it's the fact that we all hate the Minnesota Vikings, right? The Vikings. So get this guy. Why is this guy always here, Mr. Viking fan? Hey, Dale, you want to go turn around and slug him? You go right ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think security's here tonight, so you got free reign on this guy.
Hey, Brett, one thing, though, before we continue, I want to do this really quick. We have a little going off script here. We have a birthday to celebrate. Where's Merrick Skuggs? Where is he? Skaggs, sorry. Merrick Skaggs, there you go. Say hi to Merrick. He just turned 7, Brett.
Hey, there we go. He loves the camera already. Hey, by the way, Bears are in control right now of the NFC North, but let me remind everybody, and it's been kind of floating around social media, that the last time the Bears won the division was also the same year that the Packers won the Super Bowl, right? It was 2010. It's a good omen. It's a good omen, right, Mean Gene? Yeah, it could be.
Oh, you've been Mean Gene?
Mean Gene needs some energy.
Wow.
He needs some energy. Well, I tell you what, this probably won't bring him energy, but Seahawks 27, Packers 24. Another chance to close out a win on the road. Another frustrating outcome for the Green and Gold, which saw a fourth-quarter lead vanish in Thursday night's tough loss to the Seahawks in Seattle. The Packers remain winless on the road and fell to 4-5-1 on the season. That means the margin of error now very razor-thin if they hope to make a return to postseason play. Unfortunately, he's back. Mad Vince, he doesn't like it. Doesn't like Ricardo for sure. Mad Vince doesn't like it when the Packers lose, so hopefully he can be happy Vince next Monday when we all meet. I know what makes him happy, though, and he loves when his football players are here. And we got two guys. We've got our co-host. It's Green Bay Packers safety, Josh the Hammer Jones. He's right there, everybody. And I love his hat. Love his hat. And check out who's hanging out with Josh tonight. It's Green Bay Packers rookie linebacker, James Crawford. All right, looking forward to that in a moment. First things first, a big thank you to our presenting sponsor, Shopko, the official hometown store of the Green Bay Packers. Again, Shopko has been celebrating kids who are making a positive impact in their communities and beyond through its Kids Making a Difference program, in which 10 kids this season, young leaders between the ages of 6 and 12, will serve as Shopko's kickoff kid at Lambeau Field. For more information about Kids Making a Difference or to sign up to be a 2019 Shopko kickoff kid, go to shopko.com/kickoff kid. Ricardo, I miss the kickoff kids. There's been too many road games.
That's true. So how many home games they got coming up?
They got 3 more, I think.
All right.
So we'll get some more kickoff kid representation here shortly. Hopefully they can be in the house. But tell everybody how the show works, would you?
Well, this is an interactive show, so we invite your comments and questions to our live chat, which can be found online next to our video viewer. Margaret Nachik, she's monitoring the chat. She'll relay those comments and questions to us, Brett.
Yes, hashtag again is Clubhouse. Give us a follow. I'm at PC Brettsy. You're at PC Ricardo. She is at M Nachik. Josh is at Josh Jones 11_. And James is at James5. Crawford also give us a like on Facebook. Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. We got to switch it up. We got the Vikings welcome mat onto the stage for the guys to stomp their feet, rub their dirty feet all over because it is Vikings week, sir, and your team is going down in a blaze of glory. I can see it happening, and I can't wait to watch it happen because the Vikings always do something stupid, don't they? It always happens. So don't get your hopes up, bud, okay, is what I'm saying. So our co-host is in his second NFL season, both with the Green Bay Packers. He's a hard-hitting safety. He tied for the team high in tackles against Seattle with 7. He needs to find another NBA team to call his favorite because it ain't the Golden State Warriors anymore. And we call him the Hammer, right? Give it up for Green Bay Packers safety, number 27, Josh the Hammer Jones. I'm getting cooler by the day. Hey, Danny, you want to zoom in on this here real quick, would you please? Usually I'm wearing my Silly Toast apparel like you have on, Ricardo, but I thought I'd switch things up a little bit because it was Spurs 104, Warriors 92 last night. I watched the game on NBA TV. My favorite team thumping his favorite team, and he's representing the greatest NBA franchise on earth, as I see as you wear that hat. And I thought I'd wear this nice Spurs pullover for you.
First and foremost, I didn't even know the game was on last night. Second of all, this hat was been in my collection since I was in college, so it's part of my collection, and I just decided to put it on and pay you homage.
You pay the Spurs homage.
I don't. Yeah.
The race for Sace is on as they're going for their 6th title in franchise history. But thinking about going to that. By the way, Spurs Bucks on Saturday night at the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, Ricardo.
You taking me? We going?
I want to go.
All right.
My son doesn't have to play basketball. That got rescheduled now that night, his first game of the high school season, because West Appear made it to the state finals. So his team had to play West Appear. They can't play now because West Appear needs more practice time.
So maybe concrete cutters can take us.
Yeah, Dale. Yeah. If you got tickets to the Forum, I'm waiting here. So I might have to go check it out down in Milwaukee. You want to hang out? No, you'll be busy. You'll be in Minneapolis, won't you?
Yeah, man, I got business to take care of.
Well, you got a new team to find as well because Golden State's they're done.
We got some internal issues going on, man. I don't know what's going on with us with Draymond and KD.
Yeah,
we got to get it figured out. It's a long season, but yeah, we gotta hash that out, man.
Yeah, you need Steph Curry back
Can't
too. So
that.
I hope he takes his good sweet time and getting back onto the floor. So. Yeah. All right, Seattle, you were there an extra day. Did you get a chance to, before we talk about the game a little bit, but did you get a chance to experience a little bit of what makes Seattle such a great city?
Yeah, I went out a little bit, saw some cool things, man. It's a beautiful city. First of all, it's real beautiful. But obviously we didn't come back home with what we wanted. We went out there for. So.
Where'd you guys practice? What was that, a high school field or what was that?
I think it was a professional soccer field, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually right by the needle.
Yeah.
So I got a cool pick in front of the needle or behind the needle.
Is that the Timbers? Is that the MLS team up in Seattle? I can't remember, but
yeah.
Okay, interesting. How'd you spend your mini bye then? So you get back home right in the wee hours of Friday morning, but you had a little bit of a break, but. You out in the woods hunting with Dale over there, putting the blaze orange on, shooting some deer. what were you doing,
Sleep, and more sleep, man.
Come on, that's all you did?
I got to catch up on being a dad. I got another life outside of the football.
Yeah.
My son's getting, bigger by the week, man. So.
Does he still have an attitude issue?
Nah. He's just being a boy. He's real rough and is always into stuff.
How come you haven't seen him? We've only seen him once this season. We want to see his son a little bit more, right?
Well,
come on, he's part of the family.
Yeah.
Bring him.
Nah, I got you.
Huh? Bring him, would you, please? Thanksgiving coming up Thursday, of course, Josh. But any traditions, memories from growing up for the big day? What'd you guys do? And what's the team going to do for you guys this week?
Growing up, man, No real big traditions, man. I just ate pretty good. Ate a lot, actually.
As we all do.
That's about it, man.
What does the team doing? You guys do anything as a team?
No, I mean we practice in the morning and then we get to enjoy Thanksgiving with the family. So that's pretty good. I'm glad they laid the schedule out like that.
So you're just going to be at home, or are you going to be going to a teammate's house?
No, actually some of my family will be here. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll cook and get together and enjoy the day.
Are you inviting me over?
No.
What?
No.
You're supposed to be thankful for me, Josh
man.
Jones.
I am.
Yeah.
Thankful that I get to come here and see you every Monday.
Yeah.
But that's about it, man.
Yeah. He says that so believably, Ricardo. Have you noticed that?
He's very genuine. Yes.
That's about it, man.
Well, I tell you what, let's talk a little football here. Rosie, if you can put on the picture of Aaron Jones throwing a football here that was taken before the game, or Josh Jones.
See, that's exactly why we can't hang out together.
That is the first time. Hey, that's
exactly why we can't hang out together.
I'm actually.
Come on, you don't even know my name, man. How you gonna hang out with somebody like that?
Hold it.
Oh my goodness.
Where are we in week 11 or week 12? That is the first time all season long that I've ever called him Aaron Jones.
How can you not know him?
Him. Well, think about it. You got Josh Jones, Josh Jackson, you got Aaron Jones. I mean, it's very easy to get confused.
But I'm him though.
You're him, and you're the hammer.
I'm him.
Well, I got to critique that. You got to hold the football with the laces. You have the laces out. There it is. Look at what are you doing there?
First of all, I do know how to hold the football.
Look at that. Well, you're not there. You don't.
Second off, we're just playing pitch and catch, so you don't have to really, throw with the laces. It's just throwing the ball.
I tell you, why don't you come over to my house tomorrow? I'll show you how to throw a football. All right, come on over.
I've been throwing the football. I've been throwing the football since I was probably 7 years old.
Come on down. I'll show you how to throw one. All right. So this Thursday's game seems so long ago already. Kind of a weird schedule you guys have had. But thoughts on how things have transpired now that you've had time to reflect.
Yeah.
Another instance where you were there, right?
Yeah.
You were there, but just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah,
again.
man. Just let a win slip out of our reach, man, and we had it. We was up 14-3, doing all the right things. We was clicking on all cylinders. Just like I said before, man. This is all about finishing, man. And you don't finish against a team like that, man. That's what happens. And now we're sitting 0-5 on the road. Looking for a road win this Sunday. Putting ourselves in some pretty bad predicaments, man. As far as the playoff picture.
We'll talk about playoff picture because the picture is very much in front of you still.
Definitely.
Still, a lot of football still being played. But what's the locker room like? I know you guys were back to work today. Is the frustration? Is it heightened? What's the energy like? Or what are the guys thinking? What are they talking about in the locker room? I guess what's the vibe right now?
Just getting better, man. That's it, man. That's the only thing you can do when you're sitting at a record that's under 500. Just get better, knowing that we have 6 more games left. Knowing that we have to go out here, every game is critical. It's no time to be starting slow and not finishing. We have to hit all 3 phases. That's special teams, offense and defense, and eliminate those mistakes that we made earlier in the season. Like this is towards the end of the season. Like we shouldn't be making those mistakes that we've been making. This late in the season.
But a good energy. Everybody's
great energy, man. Great energy.
Everybody's still.
When you get a chance to wake up, man, and do something that you love, come on, man. Your energy's got to be great. Got to be, man.
Yeah, why are you smiling at me like that?
Because, man, it's like you just so like it's we wake up, man, and we go to work. We don't have to, put on a suit and tie. We get to hang out with our teammates, man, and just
come to Clubhouse
play
Live
ball,
on Mondays,
man. Just
right?
play ball.
Yeah.
Ricardo,
do you ever feel like that when you wake up in the morning?
I don't wake up in the morning. I wake up right around the crack of noon.
Yeah, okay. Stay up too late, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
The identity, have you found the identity of this team yet? It seems like there's still a search to really kind of figure things out.
Not really. You can't really find an identity, when it's just so much inconsistency. 1 minute we're here, and then the next, it's here. And it's no like consistent, with us. But once we get that, man, then things will be. That's all we need is, something to make us click. And once we get that, man, the ball will be rolling, and we'll be fine.
There we go. Right, you like that, Mean Gene? You like that? Does that make you
hanging up, Mean Gene? Hanging up, baby.
Yes. We're not used to seeing Mean Gene so deflated right now. We got to get him feeling good. Now, you talk about playoffs, so check this out. You're just a game out of that final NFC playoff spot. Vikings hold the number 6 spot at 5-4-1. You guys are a game behind at 4-5-1 with a favorable schedule coming up. Some road games finally.
Yeah.
No more crisscrossing the country, which is getting to be ridiculous.
Right.
It's still there.
Yeah.
You take care of business on Sunday.
Yeah.
You're ready to go. Here we go, right?
Of course.
Is that the message going on right
I
now?
mean, it looks bad record-wise, but I mean, we know what we are, obviously, and we know what we can do. You got to look at our whole, body of work this whole season, and all of our losses. There haven't been blowout losses. They've been losses where we've been leading, where we've been up, where we've been beating teams, and we just so happen to let it just slip away. So, I mean, when you look at that, you don't necessarily, I wouldn't say get excited, but you understand that we can do it. It's just a matter of just holding on.
Hold on, getting over that hump. A couple more things, and I'm going to kick it over to Margaret for our social media question of the night. Mike McCarthy. I mean, obviously, again, you had a little bit of a break. What was he talking to? What was he telling you guys today as you get ready for the stretch run? And it starts with Minnesota. What was his big message?
That was it, man. Just knowing that these 6 games are critical, and that we need all guys on deck, man, to play a huge part in the wins that's coming up.
Last thing, again, keeping it with Mike McCarthy, but obviously, Ricardo, we see it. Everybody sees it. There's reports that he's on the hot seat, right? Or there's a lot of social media chatter of fans have had enough. I guess as a player, what's your reaction to that against your head coach? And do you hear things like that? Is it distracting to you guys? I guess your thoughts on all that.
To be honest, I'm not going to speak on anybody's job. I'm not going to speak on Coach McCarthy. Coach McCarthy is and has been a successful coach in this business. His track record says that. But as far as like what you see and what people put out there, let's be honest, half of that stuff, 99% of the stuff you read out there is not true. It's from a source that somebody that has no credibility, somebody that probably just never played a snap in their life. So on the outside looking in, it's easy to judge. But once you're in between those walls in Lambeau Field, we know what we have. We know the coaches that we have. We know the players that we have. And I understand that, as, people on the outside, you have your opinions. You can have all opinions in the world. But you can't let, articles and blogs and things that people say on Twitter or comments, let that affect you. Because once you let those things creep into your head, then those thoughts, become reality. And then you look at, maybe we're not this, maybe we're not that, maybe he is this, maybe I am that, So just block out all the negativity and block out the noise, put on the earmuffs, and move forward.
Move forward. You guys, there you go. Do you guys as players ever find it kind of comical about these unnamed sources? Do you ever read these reports yourself and think, what is going on? Who are these?
I read a lot of stuff about myself on Twitter, man. It's funny, man. It's very funny to see people, man, and they have a right too, man. It's freedom of speech. You're a fan, because I'm a Warriors fan. So once Draymond or KD or somebody does something, I'm gonna comment on it. It's just the world we live in, man. That's the society we live in. There's nothing wrong with it. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to rub anybody the wrong way, but it's just fans being fans or people just loving the Packers, just being critical of us, and that's the nature of the business, man. That's what we signed up for, man, and.
Did I mention Spurs beat the Warriors 104-92 last night?
Yeah, you mentioned that, but how many games are left in the season?
Margaret, let's kick it over to you for
tonight's
social media question of the night.
What a great segue. To start off with, we've got people watching from all over the country. We've got Iowa, New Jersey, California, Oklahoma, New Mexico, I said California twice now, Nevada, Florida, Texas, and, of course, Wisconsin.
Yes.
And our question of the night, Kayla Marie Melton on Facebook wants to know, you said you listen to a playlist before every game, so what is on your playlist?
Ooh, yeah.
To be honest, my playlist before the game at night is kind of like a lot of R&B. I got a lot of I don't know.
Bieber, Lil Bieber.
Nah, not Justin Bieber. Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Donnell Jones. There's a lot of throwbacks. Stuff that I grew up on. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but there's a lot of stuff that I grew up on that takes me back, to my childhood. You know, it makes me feel
That's like
good.
early 2000s R&B. Good stuff, though.
R&B
Okay,
show,
okay.
R&B
Yeah.
show podcast, Ricardo.
Yeah, R&B show.
That's
Yeah.
R&B Ricardo and Brett podcast. I want you to get it on Google, iTunes, and
Yes,
Stitcher,
sir.
right? Listen to us. We got a lot to say. A little plug, an unexpected plug for the R&B show. But Margaret, what does Kayla win for having her question selected?
Yep, for having her question selected, Kayla wins a signed photo of Josh Jones. Each week we'll ask you to submit a question for upcoming guests that we'll ask live during Monday's show. We'll open it up each week on facebook.com/Clubhouse Live.
Yes, we're going to take a time out real quick. Do tonight's Concrete Cutters Stat Pack. Concrete Cutters Incorporated has been serving our communities for over 38 years. Call them for all your sawing and coring needs. This time we're going to be talking about in our stat pack, how about Kyler Fackrell, everybody? How about number 51? Fack Attack. Linebacker Kyler Fackrell notched 3 more sacks in Thursday's loss to the Seahawks, marking the second time this season he has posted a 3-sack game. That matches a franchise record that had been held by 5 others, including, Ricardo, the legendary Reggie White and current linebacker Clay Matthews. How about Kyler Fackrell doing some damage on defense?
Yeah.
The others who have recorded at least 2 3-sack games in a season for the Packers are franchise career. Clay Matthews is a sack leader now, right? So I think it was Kabir Baja-Biamila, but KGB is on there. Aaron Cammett, and remember Tim Harris, the 6-shooter. Fackrell is the team leader so far this season in sacks with 8. He's doing some good stuff for you guys defensively.
I call him 10-sack fact. This was before he even got the 3.
Yeah.
You know, in Seattle, Thursday night, man. But I call him 10-sack fact, spoken into existence. I think he's at 8, so he'll probably get to 10 before the season is over, man.
Bring him on the show. Let's
no
celebrate
doubt,
his
man.
season.
Bring him on,
Yeah,
man.
we don't see
He's-
Kyler Fackrell on shows too
Yeah,
much.
he's playing with his hair on fire, man. That's fun to see.
It is fun to see. All right. So, Ricardo, you know what else is fun? Is when we do trivia. How's that work?
That's right. First off, we have some rules to lay down. Here they are. We'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you got to raise your hand. Please don't shout it out. If you're correct, you win what, Brett?
I'm going to ask Josh what the folks win tonight.
Pizza and beer.
Pizza and beer. It's here again from the clubhouse. Everybody
That's right.
loves it.
And you got to share with us, right, Brett? You got to invite us along to that little pizza and
Yeah,
beer
we
party.
never get invited for
Once
that.
you win, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win. But Margaret Notchick, again, she'll be handling the online trivia contest.
All right, here we go, guys. Trivia question number 1 coming up. I'll ask. The Packers are celebrating their 100th season this year. What team and longtime rival have they beaten the most throughout their storied history? We're talking regular season victories. Yes, sir. No.
No.
What do we got to? No, I'm sorry, kid. You're not old enough for the pizza and beer.
No. Sorry, kid.
Who you point?
Detroit.
Detroit, come on up. Whoever said it gets the pizza and beer. It was close between Chicago and Detroit. I knew it was one of those two,
That's
right?
right.
We were going to get that. But the Detroit Lions, the Packers have topped the Lions 98 times. Those two teams first met in 1930. That's when you were born, Ricardo.
Yeah.
And they have
They
faced
look
off.
great.
They've faced off quite a bit on Thanksgiving. By the way, Green Bay has 96 victories and counting against the Bears.
That'll end in a few weeks, my friend.
No, it will not. You have a message for him? I know it's Thanksgiving, but aren't you a little tired of this bear crap?
Hey, man. I mean, you got to give credit when credit's due, man.
Thank you.
You know,
I respect that.
I respect. They're doing their thing, man. We not like you can't hate on that.
Let me
I'm
tell you
no
something.
hater, man. I'm gonna keep it straightforward with you.
Hey,
Brett,
but
Have I not kept it 100%
you
on this
have.
show?
Yes, you've done a great
Brett,
job
you
with
got to
that.
respect him.
Gotta
Thank you, my
respect it,
friend.
man, you know.
I respect the
gotta
hammer,
respect
not
it.
him. The hammer is what I respect. But
mean,
keep in mind, hey, you have scoreboard against them, though. You beat them this season.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
And you will beat them
Do
again.
it again. Of course.
Because if you
That's
don't
the
beat
goal.
them, I have to wear a Walter Payton jersey, and I have no intention
And you
of
look
doing
so
that.
good in it, my friend.
You're going to be wearing the Brett Favre jersey next. All right, are you ready to get your guest onto the stage,
Yes,
Hammer?
sir.
Should we do this? Hold on, James. I got a nice intro for you, so sit tight. Our guest tonight is in his rookie NFL season, signed with the Packers as an undrafted free agent in August. Our guest tonight has appeared in all 10 games this season and entered Week 11 action as the Packers' special teams leader in tackles with 8. How about that? Yeah. Our guest tonight has a fumble recovery this season on special teams. He played collegiately at, unfortunately, Badger fans, the University of Illinois. We'll
Lovey
forgive him
Smith.
for that.
Lovey Smith.
Where he posted 80 tackles, 10.5 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 6 pass breakups. That's in 36 career games with the Illini, right? Our guest tonight led his high school team to a state championship. Did you know that? And He once listed Green Bay Packers legend and future Pro Football Hall of Famer Charles Woodson as his favorite NFL athlete. How about that? He's got good taste. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, we're going to find out a little bit more about that connection with Charles Woodson. Come on, get on your feet as we welcome to the stage Green Bay Packers rookie linebacker number 54, James Crawford. Welcome to the show, Mr. Crawford. We appreciate you being here. But because this is the Hammer show and you are his guest, Hammer Time insists on asking the first question of the night. You're up, Josh.
What's up, James? Man, let's talk about, Charles is your cousin, right? Charles Woodson?
Correct.
What was it like, growing up and being a football player, knowing that he's your cousin, future Hall of Famer at the time, and being able to not necessarily live up to it, but kind of following his footsteps? Did that give you extra motivation?
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I mean, having Charles, somebody in my corner, was actually a plus because it's somebody you could always go to and learn more football, learn how to break down film and things like such. So I don't see it as I had to live up to his statue, because I mean that's kind of hard. But I took it as a challenge to be as close to him as I can be.
Interesting. So how often would you guys see each other growing up? Quite a bit, or?
I mean, with his schedule and my schedule, we didn't see each other much, but we talked weekly.
You know what you should do right now? Get out your iPhone and give him a call. Let's go say hi to Charles Woodson. Come on. Come on, just do it. Come on, put him on FaceTime. What the heck? We always wanted to get him on Clubhouse Live anyway. That could be our opportunity.
Here we go.
He wouldn't
Better
like
late
that,
than
would
never.
he? He wouldn't like that at all. We'll leave Charles alone, but it would be fun to see his name on the Packers Ring of Honor at some point within the next few years. He's definitely a surefire Hall of Famer. All right, the pride of St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He led these guys, the Raiders, to the 2012 state championship I was reading about. So what are some of the great memories you have of those, maybe of that run, some of the things that stand out as you win in a state title?
Playing there, to me, means a lot because, I mean, we have a lot of history. I think right now we have the most players in the NFL out of any high school.
Wow.
So, I mean, that stands for itself. But, I mean, there's a lot that you can learn there. And it's just how to carry yourself as a man, how to carry yourself as a professional. And, I mean, that's something that I took from there, and that'll stay with me forever.
Fantastic. Wow, yeah. You're all-state, all-county your senior season. So, again, the state championship of 2012. I also read that you earned the Presidential Award during your freshman year at Aquinas. Describe, what was that all about, the Presidential Award?
I'm not sure how they selected me for that.
But you got it.
But I did get it. It had something to do with academics. Academic was big at St. Thomas also. We wasn't allowed to play unless we had a certain GPA. So it was something that I harped on and brought me that award.
Yeah, so listen up, kids. Study first, sports second, right, Ricardo? You kind of did it opposite. You're still trying to catch up.
Yep.
School first, football second.
Okay. My defensive coordinator used to do all the time.
School first, football second. And that's a good thing to live by. So how does a kid from sunny Florida end up in the chilly Midwest of Illinois? How'd you end up in Champaign?
I mean, I had a couple offers coming out. Well, actually a good amount. But I chose it based off education. And Illinois was a prestigious school. So football is a short period of time, but my degree is forever. And, I mean, getting a degree from the University of Illinois is something that means a lot to me, and it's something that nobody can take away. So choosing that school was based off education, honestly.
Fantastic. Good stuff. Let me just say, though, that while the University of Illinois is a fine school, a fine Big Ten school, Wisconsin's just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And you would have been even a little bit more well-rounded had you gone to Madison. Okay, let me just say that.
I disagree, but it's your show, so.
There we go. Finally, somebody acknowledges that it's my show after 10 years.
Illinois had a former NFL head coach, Lovie Smith.
Yeah, we don't care.
All right,
They're
just
struggling right now.
He's a defensive player.
But you know what we're going to do? We're going to kick it back to Margaret. She's got 3 questions online? Wow, here we go.
But one of them is really quick. So we've got some holiday questions coming in. And so Jason on our live stream wants to know, apple or pecan pie?
You guys can both answer that.
Pecan.
Apple.
Okay,
Pumpkin.
we've got some divide here. Oh.
Pumpkin, right? It's Thanksgiving. Come on.
All right, and our next one is Sarah on Facebook, and she wants to know, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Woo, stuffing. I heard
Yes,
that.
sir.
Extra cheesy macaroni.
Ooh.
Wisconsin. Shout out.
I'm with you on the stuffing for sure. Ricardo, you like mashed potatoes.
Well, I do, but I like cheesy macaroni better.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good right now. All right,
and
what
the
else?
final one, we've got more of a football-related question. DJ on Facebook wants to know, this is for Josh, how much do you love playing at Lambeau during the winter?
Oh my God! Actually, I love playing at Lambeau. Period. I feel like that's where I, play my best ball at because of the fans, because of you guys. We just feed off of you guys, and in the winter it's great home field advantage because a lot of teams can't play in what we play in. They can't play in single-digit weather. So it's a huge advantage.
Everybody loves the cold weather. Thank you, Margaret. Are you putting sleeves on and if it's single digits?
I haven't wore sleeves. I don't wear sleeves.
Yeah, you're nuts.
I don't wear sleeves.
You're nuts. Don't tell me for a second that you're not cold out there, Josh Jones. I know you're cold.
Now, you just got to keep the torso warm. The arms, they don't really hold it. Your helmet is on, so the head, as long as the head is warm, the torso, you're good.
James, you're wearing sleeves, aren't you?
No sleeves.
Come on. Am I the only wimp up here? Apparently so. Let's move on with this conversation then. James, you started as, I got it right here, safety, then linebacker, and then you moved to defensive end at Illinois. That's a lot of position changes. So what were the challenges in doing that? And did the position changes, I guess, give you a better overall understanding of how a defense works? Because you kind of know where everybody is and what everybody's doing at that point.
Yeah, it was kind of challenging moving closer to the ball. But, I think it overall helped me to understand football because a linebacker don't know what's going on behind him, but he might know what's going on in the front of him. A DN don't know what's going on behind him. So me playing at all levels, I kind of know what everybody's doing. So I kind of learn it from a standpoint where I'm moving closer to get closer to the ball, but I learn it as like a whole unit. So I know what this person doing next to me, this person doing in front of me, what they're doing behind me, and it helps me to stay sound to what I have to do because I know what they have to do.
You like one of those positions the best? Would you wish you would have stayed at safety, or what do you like playing?
I like playing defensive end most just because it's just a goal mentality. But I kind of got like that DB heart. I think I got that type of swag.
Hanging out with Josh in the secondary there, just knocking people around, right? So I guess you're listed as an inside linebacker in the Packers depth chart, but do you see a role in yourself that maybe you get out on the edge and rush a little bit as you grow into the defense and grow as a player? Or I guess how do you see your role evolving overall as you get more comfortable and more time with the defense and more time with the Packers?
I think what helped me most is being versatile. I could play inside and outside, so honestly, it's wherever needed, and I'll go and fill that role. But as of right now, my role is really special teams, and I think I've done pretty well with that. Yeah,
I got that on the script, but special teams, it's a different mindset, right? But it's an area where you can make a name for yourself. So I always wonder, do some guys hate playing special teams, but other guys embrace it, right? I guess you talk about how you look at your role as being a guy that leads the team in special teams tackles, as I said in the intro with 8.
It's pretty fun to me. You get to run into people, run around them when they think you're going to run into them. Like you're playing a mind game with them. One time you come down and smash them. Next time you go around them. Some people don't really like doing it because of the constant bang that it does to your body, but I enjoy it. I might be a little crazy, but it's pretty fun to me.
Well, yeah. Josh, you play it too, though. You're on special teams. No. And everybody sort of seems to kind of gloss over special teams that we've talked about on the show before. It's a third of the game. You got to be good at special teams. It's a very important piece of the puzzle, right?
Yes, sir. It's also fun too, man. Obviously, that was part of my job too early in the season, man. But I mean, it's fun, especially, obviously you only get one play, so you got to make it count. So it's just, full speed, effort. That's all special teams is. It's no thinking, man. It's just all effort. If you don't have effort and passion, like Zook always preaches, then I mean you won't be a good special teams player. And obviously he has that. That's why he's leading the team in special teams tackles.
Yeah, making his name felt, making his presence felt. I'll ask you this, Josh. As you see this guy growing a little bit and he's getting more comfortable with his surroundings, and he came in late, obviously, in August, but what does he bring potentially to a defense? Yeah.
Oh, man, I remember when he came in, man. This was during late in camp, actually, man. And then he played in those preseason games, man, and balled out. But he brings, what we need, man. A blue collar guy, hand in the dirt guy, man, that'll go get it. We don't need it. He got everything the hard way, man. Came in late. Usually when you come in that late, especially as an undrafted guy, you're not on anybody's radar. So it's like really, really hard to make the team. And so my analogy I use, man, he got it out the mud, like from the bottom, nothing. And that's what I really admire the most about him, man.
Well, I'll segue into that. That's more towards the later end of our discussion about your role or your journey, I should say, into the NFL. But August is when you signed with the Packers. You went undrafted, unfortunately. So how did you stay physically and mentally ready? Because obviously you're not going to give up on your football dream just yet. So talk about staying ready, how you did it, and were there other opportunities other than Green Bay to sign on to?
Right after the draft, it was nothing. And a couple weeks after, I went to Chicago, sadly.
I'm glad you didn't stay there.
But I didn't stick, gladly. And, I mean, after that, it was just like a dead period. But I'm very strong in my faith, and I believe that God had a plan for me. And, I mean, I just kept working and believed that a call would come, and it came. And thankfully, it was the Packers, and I've kind of done my thing here.
Yeah, what do you guys think? He's making a name for himself. It's kind of you when you're undrafted. Does it bring even more of a hunger to succeed? Drive you even harder?
For the process, yeah. But once you get here, all that goes out the window. Because I mean, now we're on the team together, and we got to make this thing work. No matter undrafted, drafted. We just got to make it work.
Well, check out. I was doing my stalking as I always do with our guests, and I found this interview you did with as a pre-draft interview with FullPressCoverage.com. Check this. This is what James Crawford said. Quote: "If they draft me, meaning any NFL team, they're getting a man of God who wants to win and will come in and contribute wherever needed to help the team win. I will work hard for everything and will be a role model for the community and make a difference on and off the field." End quote. How about that? So where did that mindset come from? Was that instilled upon you at a young age?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. By my mom and my dad. They installed in me just to be a great person first and then be a good football player. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be known as James the person and not always James the football player.
Yeah, good stuff. World's a bigger place than just the football field, right, Josh? There's more going on. You mentioned your father, James Crawford Sr., played football at Virginia Tech, so he's got that big-time college football experience. What did he teach you about maybe playing at that level, playing Big Ten football, and then did he tell you things to be wary of, tell you how to keep a balance between life and football, academics and football? How instrumental was your father in your football career?
I mean, he's just my role model in life, honestly. But as football-wise, he taught me a lot of what to expect on the college level, like things not to do, what to work hard at. And, I mean, he pretty much gave me a good guideline of what to follow, and got me pretty far.
Yeah, real interesting. A couple more things, and Ricardo, it's going to be your turn for our first audience question. I saw too, James, where you credited Raven Green for helping you get situated after you signed with the Packers. So how did he help you kind of get going? Was he just in your corner from the get-go?
Yeah, being that Raven is also another undrafted guy, we kind of like clicked, and he's just been around and been a good friend ever since. And he was here for a while, so he knew a little more than I did, and he showed me around the good places to eat. And I mean, he's a real good dude.
So where is the place to eat in Titletown, James? Where do you go? Where do you hang out?
Definitely Longhorn.
Okay.
Longhorn Steakhouse, yeah.
Texas Longhorn? Is that what I'm thinking
They
of?
have two. They have Texas Roadhouse, and then I think it's
Texas Roadhouse,
then it's
yeah.
Longhorn.
Is that the one where you can eat
Steakhouse.
peanuts?
Yeah.
There you go. See?
And they can throw the shells on the floor.
We should hang out sometime, you and me. Huh?
I'm down.
Yeah. Go eat steaks, right? One more thing I wanted to ask you. You stay out of it, by the way. James, you were a special teams captain for your game against the Rams. What did that mean to you?
It was kind of surreal, honestly, coming in undrafted, low possibility to make the team, and actually being a captain my rookie year. That's kind of unbelievable. But I serve a God where the unbelievable is believable. So I started to believe in myself and believe in him, and anything is possible.
Wow, this is some good stuff here tonight from both of these guys. Believe the unbelievable, Ricardo, but we ain't believing in the Bears. I'm telling you that. That is unbelievable.
Keep hating.
That is unbelievable. But, you have a familiar face again for our
Yes,
first
it's
audience question. Who do you have
Tracy
there?
Santos, and she has a question. Go ahead.
So unfortunately, there have been a lot of injuries this year. Is it up to the injured player to determine the number of team meetings and activities that he participates in, or is the rehab schedule strictly based on the medical team's discretion?
Who's going to take that one? Josh, you're the veteran.
You said it's definitely not up to the player. No, definitely not. Nah, you come to work, man. Obviously, you do your treatment before everything, before meetings. You're there early, and then after a practice, it's just a consistent thing. But you still go to meetings. You still go to practice. You don't actually physically practice if you're hurt, but you practice in the indoor, the Don Hudson Center, and you practice with trainers and strength coaches, and you do those things.
All right. Thank you, Tracy. Good question. It's time for another timeout. Ricardo,
Yes.
that means it's trivia question number 2, and you have to ask it.
Right, and I need you all three up there to look out in the crowd. So you raises her hand first. James wears number 54 for the Packers. This former Packers and Pro Bowl center wore that same number during a 12-year career that was capped by his induction into the Packers Hall of Fame.
Hey, I'll let you guys pick who are you looking at. We've got some. How about we get this guy way over here? Let's give him a crack at it. Come on up. He gets it. Sorry, Dale. Come on. I gotta share it. I gotta share the pizza and beer.
Dale was getting all excited.
He
too.
was.
He
He
knew
was
this one.
practically jumping out. Hammer, I'll let you give him the pizza and beer. Larry McCarron, The Rock. Right? The Rock earned 2 Pro Bowl nods and played in 162 consecutive games, which ranks as the 6th longest such streak in team history. Have you guys ever seen Larry McCarron's pinky? You ever seen that thing?
Nah, man.
You know who Larry McCarron is, right?
Yeah, Larry's a great dude, man.
You never seen his
Great.
pinky?
Nah.
Oh.
Now I'm about to check it out tomorrow.
The thing
Wednesday.
sticks out like this. The
Yeah, I gotta
pinky's
check
like
it out
that
now.
from his football playing days, and he purposely didn't get it together because he knows it's a conversation piece. It just sits there and dangles. Yeah, I can't wear gloves.
I like when he has the foam letter with the one
Yeah.
broken finger on it.
They used to do
Yeah,
that in his old
yeah.
show. Yeah, they would send out those foam fingers. So, all right, we need Tim and we need Dan because it's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge, and we'll play it right after this 30-second timeout.
You don't have to wait. Get Black Friday prices now at Shopko. Get a Samsung 50-inch 4K HD TV for only $329.99. Up to 70% off all family outerwear. And buy one, get one 50% off dry dog or cat food. Don't miss 25% off select Nike apparel and shoes during our epic Nike event. Plus, get Lego sets for only $6.99. Hurry, don't miss out. Shop Black Friday prices now. Shop in-store and online at shopko.com.
All right, hey, somehow I'll get in the camera here, but it's kind of a movable thing. But welcome to our Potawatomi Hotel and Casino Clubhouse Live Challenge. Get on island time to win a Caribbean cruise at Potawatomi. Thursdays in October and now November. More at paysbig.com/island time. All right, it is time for a fun game. It's Thanksgiving, right? It's this week. It's the big feast. And, of course, we're going to have a little Thanksgiving fun, a little Thanksgiving game that we're going to call Pin the Turkey on the Turkey, right? So what I'm going to do for you guys, you each are going to hold one of these boards. Josh, we're going to let Tim hold that. and James will let Dan hold that. Guys, I'm going to give you blindfolds here shortly, but we're going to pin the turkey on the turkey so you can see, and maybe Dan, if you want to make sure that they're situated as they need to be, you're each going to take a turn pinning somebody's face as close as you can onto the turkey face. Now, naturally, we know who the biggest turkey of Clubhouse Live is, right? We've got a picture of Ricardo.
Yes.
You're going to pin the turkey on the turkey.
That's right.
So I got just be careful. I got tape. I got tape.
It ain't that funny, Josh.
So Josh, I'm going to give you Ricardo first. You got to put the blindfold on. Now we're going to determine this by whoever does it the best will be determined by audience cheer. So the closest turkey head onto the actual turkey will win the prize. Now before we get going, the winner tonight gets this fantastic Shopko Packers knit hat with glitter all over it. Right? That'll look good with you, Big Dan, the grizzly
bling,
man
bling.
over there. But it is getting kind of cold outside. Also, we have a signed photo of Josh the Hammer Jones that we're going to give. And an MVP CD from Eric Lives Here that features our Clubhouse Live music. The runner-up tonight, because there are no losers, gets the signed photo and the CD. So, Josh, I'm going to hand you Ricardo here. Careful of and Rosie, we need some music here, some pinning music. And we'll let Josh get a turn first. And here we go. There we go. Now, Josh, now it's James's turn. We're going to go on this side. Pin the turkey on the turkey. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Who wants Josh to win tonight? Who wants James? Okay. Now we're going to take a look. Tim, Dan, stand right in front of the stage here. James, you can take the mask off now. Who successfully pinned the turkey onto the turkey? Who thinks Tim wins? Who thinks Dan has it? It looks like the winner tonight is Josh and Tim. How about a big round of applause? And Tim, if you want to take that home as a souvenir, you absolutely can take that home as a souvenir. Championship music is Tim. You're going home with the Shopko hat. You're going to go home with Josh Jones. James Jones. Now I called you James Jones tonight.
Oh.
And you get the MVP CD. Dan, you got the assigned photo of Josh the Hammer Jones and the MVP CD. How about a round of applause as we played a little Pin the Turkey on the Turkey? What'd you think of that, Ricardo?
It's all good. I can take it in stride.
Pin the turkey on the turkey. I think we're going to do that again next year.
That's cool.
Yes. How'd you do that so good, Josh? Were you peeking in there? You peeking in there somewhere?
You can't see through that.
I've called him Aaron Jones and James Jones.
Yes,
I haven't called him Josh Jackson yet.
You're having a great night, Brett.
I'm having a fantastic night. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good about this run you're about to go on. But first, we're going to start winding down, James, and I've got some stuff for a man cave. Have you started a man cave yet for yourself? A shrine to yourself?
I haven't, but let's start.
Let's start. We've got some good pictures for you, James, so you can stare at yourself all night long. The first is you making a big old tackle there against the Miami Dolphins. Check out number 54 in action. It's also on the monitor up there, too. That's for you.
Thank you.
That'll look good. And, of course, just a classic look of James wearing the green and gold. Look at that. You can tell your grandkids about that someday. Look at him wearing the green and gold in number 54. And, you know, we can't let you go without an MVP CD for yourself. And for your listening pleasure, Eric Lives Here. All right. Whew. I'm wore out. I tell you what, I'm ready for Thanksgiving Day. What do you and I do? You want to come over for Thanksgiving? Come over to our house.
What's on the menu?
What's on the menu is turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, biscuits, pumpkin pie.
Okay. You forgot a few things.
Macaroni.
Mac and cheese.
Yams.
I'm not making mac and cheese. I'm just
sweet potatoes.
Ham. How about chicken, roasted chicken? Hey, Ricardo, we'll do second audience question here in a second if you got one here. But we'll wind down. We'll start. We'll talk a little bit more with James and Josh. But Josh, I wanted to ask you quick in that last segment. I feel like you got guys like James, you got Jair, and you got Josh Jackson, and you got some of yourself. Yeah. I feel like there's a young hunger going on in that defense right now. Do you feel that too? It seems like there's a little bit more of a pep in your step out there defensively than maybe what we saw earlier in the season.
It definitely is, man. It's you know, when you build a team, you know, you start with the young guys, obviously, and obviously it takes time. We're not there yet, but you know, it's a process. You know, you take it day by day. Each day you keep chopping wood, and before you know it, you'll be there. We have a lot of young talent, man. Man, the sky's the limit. You know, like I've said before, and so this is all about, you know, putting talent together, and us playing together, which we already do. We play one another. We're pretty tight. So just keep going. Yeah,
not a young talent, but smart talent, too. You see a lot of intelligence back there, and I think Mike Pettin's doing some good things here as the season goes along. You definitely seen the growth from week 1 till now. Ricardo, who do you got for our second audience question?
Hey, this is Noah from Kimberly. He has a question for James, so go ahead, Noah.
It's the season of giving thanks. What things did your family tell you that you should be thankful for?
That would be for both guys, maybe, huh?
Just say thankful for another day, period. Every day to wake up is truly a blessing.
Yeah, well, that's good. That is good to wake up every morning, isn't it, Ricardo?
You don't want to not wake up.
Yeah. All right. That wouldn't be good. No. How about you, Josh?
Man, just like you said, man, just thankful for life, thankful for my family, you know, a roof over my head, to be able to have a job, the people that pack my parachute. You know, I always tell them, I joke with the equipment staff. I tell them they don't get enough credit because they pack our parachute. They do the behind the scenes thing, and I always tell them thank you, because without them, you know, we wouldn't be out there looking good in the green.
Yeah, support staff is always very good. Thank you, Noah, and hopefully you're getting over that tough loss by the Papermakers. Friday's championship. Did you ever think about maybe being thankful for, you know, me?
Am I thankful for you? Yeah, in a way I am, actually.
Yeah, well, and what do you mean in a way?
In a
it
way.
doesn't sound, it still doesn't sound good.
In a way.
In a way.
Take that as a compliment, bro.
Yeah, it's like with Ty Montgomery calling me his side buddy. We were never like close buddy. It was side buddy.
You're not a real buddy, you're a side buddy.
Yeah. Now he's sort of thankful for me in a way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we're
you the guy I call when everybody else is busy.
What?
Yo, Fred. Hello. Can you hang out?
I don't like that joke. That's not a funny joke. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Let's keep talking, shall we? Talking about the defense here, Josh. Secondary's nicked up, obviously, some injuries. Now you got the big guy up front. Mike Daniels is going to be out for a little bit. How you guys dealing with all that? How you guys going to put it all together as you get ready for Minnesota and then, of course, the games following the Vikings?
Well, you know, like always, man, this is a sport of next man up. So the guy up, man, is your time to shine. And on the big stage, Sunday Night Football, go out there, you know, and show them out, you know. And as far as the secondary, you know, we've been dealing with that, you know, since I've been here. Even last year, we've been dealing with injuries after injuries, and this is all about guys, you know, coming in and executing, like how we, you know, been trying to do week after week.
Hey, Vikings game, as we said, coming up Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers, your quarterback, said after Thursday's game, I got it right here, quote, that you need one galvanizing moment to put it all together.
Without a doubt.
One galvanizing moment. So you agree, obviously, but can that galvanizing moment be a victory over the Minnesota Vikings?
It definitely can. Once you get the taste of victory, you know, it's contagious. You know, it keeps coming, and you know, and once you become a consistent team. You know, once you breed consistency, that becomes the norm, and consistent leads to win. So he's right. Once we get that, man, the ball keep rolling, and then we'll be where we want to be.
Yeah, going into one of your fiercest rivals in their place, a place that we'll talk about here in a second that maybe isn't as imposing as you might think, but it's kind of a broken record. But again, what's going to take to finish it? Finally finish this game. I sense that you're going to be in it in the fourth quarter again. It's going to be a close game. This time you're going to get over the hump by what has to happen.
Well, I'm speaking for the defense. You know, we just have to do our job, man. Read our keys, trust our eyes, man. See what we see and go from there, man. Play fast. You know, stop the other team from scoring. You know, that's always the goal. You know, minimize, you know, whatever they do best. You know, obviously we have to take away some of their weapons. You know, 19, you know, 14, you know, and the quarterback and the running backs that they have, man. So it's a task, man, but we're up for it. It's nothing, you know, that we can't handle.
All right, you guys thinking, feeling pretty good about Sunday night? Yeah. And how about a round of applause for James Crawford and Josh Jones tonight? Good show, good Thanksgiving week show. Even Ricardo's clapping over there. All right, last trivia question coming up, guys. I'm going to ask it up next for the Packers. As we've said, of course, is the Sunday nighter against the rival Vikings in Minneapolis. Now, Brett Favre, he broke the NFL's all-time passing touchdown record when he connected with this receiver during the Packers Week 4 showdown against Minnesota at the old Metrodome. Who knows? Are we going? How about this guy in the Packer hat? We haven't seen him yet this year. Say it again. Not Freeman. Let's go over here. Greg Jennings. Yes, we got it. We've got an AJ back there before a couple times. He's got enough pizza and beer. Pizza and beer, Greg Jennings. Remember that play? Favre hit Jennings on a slant for a 16-yard score for his 421st career touchdown toss that surpassed, at the time, Dan Marino's record. The Packers ended up beating the Vikings 23-16. I think that was in 07. Favre retired with 508 TD passes, which now ranks third in NFL history. Peyton Manning with the mark 539 TD tosses. Drew Brees, Ricardo, he's red hot.
He's catching up.
He's not far behind with 513 touchdowns. So Saints looking very, very tough right now, though. It's only November. So it's time to go up north, Ricardo. It's time where we decide, or we should say pick, Vikings, Packers. Who are you going with?
Is there a way that both could lose? Can that happen?
No.
Oh, a tie. I'd love a tie if that would happen. But no, this one's at Vikings Dome, so I got to go with Minnesota.
Oh, there it is on the monitor. It says Ricardo Vikings. Josh, what do you think about that? You're not happy, are you?
I'd rather have a tie, though.
The tie's not happening, and it shouldn't have happened the first time, right? The Packers won that thing fair and square, except for that official. How about Packers 27, Vikings 24, Mean Gene? You like it? Yes, it's going to be a close game. Rivalry game, right? And every sense, so anything can happen. Games often close. Green Bay leads the series 59-52-3. 59-52-3. So it's been a close rivalry. Check this out. Vikings 3-2 at home this season. I think they're a little bit ordinary. I think they lost to the Buffalo Bills at U.S. Bank Stadium, Ricardo. Remember that? Come on, that's an embarrassment. So they sit at 5-4-1. Packers move the ball against these guys in week 2. I think their defense, while good, is a bit overrated. And Vikings have been turnover prone as well, Ricardo. Kirk Cousins having a little bit of a hard time holding on to the football.
$84 million guaranteed.
How about Josh Jones with a big interception in this one, huh? How about that?
I need that.
How about a pick six? How about James Crawford forcing a fumble on special teams and making it happen? Chance for the Packers to deliver that roundhouse blow. Did you see who Minnesota plays after Green Bay? They're at New England and at Seattle back-to-back.
Yikes.
So a very tough schedule coming up for the purple and gold. This will be the galvanizing moment for the green and gold as they get ready to make the stretch run and keep themselves in NFC playoff conversation. Ricardo, Packers News app. What's going on with that?
With your exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team, the Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app is available for iPhone and Android users only. Motorola Razr upgrade.
You love saying that, don't you? I
love it.
tell you what, let's thank our sponsors and friends. Shopko, our presenting sponsor, the official hometown store of the Green Bay Packers. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Again, Thursdays at Potawatomi. Win a Caribbean cruise during the Island Time giveaway this October and now November. More at paysbig.com. Don't forget about Concrete Cutters, serving our communities for over 38 years. Escort Limousine Service, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers. Silly Toast Designs, our apparel sponsor. Original Designs, custom screen printing. And finally, the good folks here at the Paper Valley Hotel. Josh, the Hammer Jones.
Yes, sir. I'm him.
You're the Hammer.
What's going on?
You get the final word tonight.
Yeah. Like always, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming out. Appreciate everybody who's watching. Vote for James for the Pro Bowl on special teams, please. He's been doing this thing all year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to make this stretch. We're going to make this run. We'll make you guys happy.
Make Mean Gene happy.
Make Mean Gene happy. Stand there, baby. Hey, I know it's hard, man. Trust me, it's hard on me, too. It's hard on me, too, man. But no, Love you guys, man. You guys stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next Monday.
All right, tape for James the Hammer, Ricardo, Margaret, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew. I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. Be back here next Monday, right, Mean Gene? At 6:30 as we celebrate a big Packers victory over the Vikings with this guy, Green Bay Packers safety number 27, Josh the Hammer Jones. Mean Gene, take it away, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
When it comes to cutting and coring concrete, trust the experienced professional, Concrete Cutters Incorporated, providing full concrete cutting services. From handheld cutters to diamond wire sawing, with electric and hydraulic equipment available, we can handle all your needs. In business since 1980, and with state-of-the-art equipment from Husqvarna, Concrete Cutters is the area's #1 choice for any concrete cutting challenge. Residential or commercial, industrial or agricultural, what you see is what we saw. Learn more at concretecutters.net. Give us a call or stop in and see us at 1020 Prospect Lane, Kaukauna.